Let me explain a geoscientific process, if you will. First, I select an area of interest. It can be a geographical area in a basin. And then I begin building a base map or a penetration show map. Now, what do I mean by a penetration show map? Well, the first thing I do is I lay out a map with all the well control and the industry accepted symbols put on the map. And then I sort of put that in a light gray background. The next thing I do is I superimpose on top of that layer all the wells that penetrate the formation of interest that I'm examining that are either partial or complete penetrations. And I'll put those in a dark, bold background and just put that on top. That kind of gives me a sense of what kind of well control I have. The next layer I put on top is what we call a show code map. And these are codes from the historical data that are ranked from maybe a low value of 1, which may be a recorded show from the driller of an oil sheen on the mud pit, to a high value of 8, which may be a measured production test. And in the old days, we would even contour those things, and they would show producing fields or field outlines, and then it would also illuminate the areas adjacent to them that didn't have the measured production tests or the production, but still had shows, and you would question, and maybe those could be extensions of existing fields or not. And that's where we would start and begin the process of where I would look was with a penetration show map. Well, in the absence of any production, there may be a series of shows, and that indicates that there is a petroleum system. If there are no shows, it could be that there is no petroleum system or they just haven't been reported. And if I have an area that doesn't have production, I still go ahead and interrogate for API gravities, for example, that are reported or could be reported in the IP tests, the drill stem tests, the cores, etc. And that would help me delineate fairways or prospective fairways of perhaps gassy oils or light oils, which are higher value, and we might want to just focus on those. The next step that I would do is generate a structure map or an isopack or isocore map to give me a sense of the depth of which the target formation is going to be found in the subsurface and how thick it is. And once I've done that, it may help focus me on different subregions within the basin or within the area of interest. One of the things I'd like to understand for the area of interest is what type of data do I have? Do I have porosity devices from logs that could be sonic, both compressional and shear, neutron or density? Do I have core data that could be both conventional, rotary, or sidewall core? Do I have tests that could be IP tests, drill stem tests, RFT tests, or production tests? And all of this needs to be integrated so that I can build a subsurface model to help describe my hydrocarbon deposit that I'm looking for.